childhood friends who meet in unfortunate circumstances. They end up creating a gaming company together. Then life happens, work happens, love happens, more life happens. And I just have to say that Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin is epic. So welcome to the no spoiler review of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow.
And like, share, subscribe.
Gabrielle Zevin, American author and screenwriter, Harvard educated, has been published since 2005 to like an increasingly critical and popular acclaim. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow is her 2022 fifth novel for adults. And this pretty much blew her out of the indie literary pond and into the big ocean of the popular. There is, I have to say, a whiff of MFA style writing by numbers about Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And I don't know where it comes from because like I don't even have a BA. Anyway, I read that Gabrielle Zevin wanted to set this book firmly in the era when gaming was born. And boy, did she. Like, she totally captured a zeitgeist. I'm so bad when it comes to judging books by their covers. And yeah, for some reason, and I really suspect it's the cover, because I'm always judging books by their covers, I thought Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow was a little bit bubblegum pink as a book. I thought it was a little bit like Barbie, a little bit Playmobil, and still, like, having read it, I can't quite shake off that impression. And thinking on it, I think this is why. It's because the scope of the story is so epic. It literally covers the functioning lifespan of these characters, like in the Aeneid or something. And it doesn't pull its punches. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, real goes down in it. But the language it uses is our language. It's in our vernacular. There are no Homeric epithets, there are no thous, there are no wherefores, there are no dragons. The world certainly doesn't end. It's in our language, and it's about gaming and the culture surrounding it, which in my mind is still unserious because I'm old and I'm also a curmudgeon. But really, that is perfect. The fact that the story scope is epic and there are no dragons and it's about gaming and that real happens, it's all perfect because that line from childhood to adulthood is even more blurred because of those juxtapositions. So when adult things do happen in this book, it really hits hard and unexpected because it just seems so like intuitively incongruous that serious or real or adult matters can happen in our like common spoken vernacular, as though serious things need like an adult voice, but they really don't. And this book highlights the very realness of reality, more so because of the candy floss packaging, because it's about gaming and written how we talk. And the world doesn't just end, but people get hurt and stuff happens. And when it does, it really hits. Like, I actually cried when I read this. But this is the really interesting thing. In all of those old school epics, like the Virgils, the Shakespeares, but even in like the Casablancas or the Titanics, even in like Hunger Gameses and the Harry Potters, in all of those films, there's always like a historical tide that the characters have to like contend with as well as their everyday stuff, right? Like a war, a famine, a sinking ship. And then doesn't this historical tide give the individual dramas and give the choices the characters make more significance? If there wasn't a wizarding war, Ron and Hermione's kiss would have just been like, oh, they kissed. But because there's a wizarding war, we're kind of like, oh my God, Ron and Hermione kissed. In the face of historical tides, characters need to impose their agency against all of that inevitability. They're willed to act beyond themselves. So the triumphs are that much more triumphant and the sacrifices are that much more heroic and the losses that much more tragic. But in Gabrielle Zevin's Tomorrow, the characters only contend with everyday things. They are not only everyday, they're also entirely of their own doing. There's no like high level perspective, no current to swim against. The focus is all on the individual characters completely in their own contexts. And yet it still feels epic, which is just incredible. How the hell did she pull that off? Isn't the fact that the focus is just on the individual level, isn't that just perfect as well? Isn't the gaming zeitgeist part of this whole me Weltanschauung that we're part of now? She captured that self-centeredness that encapsulates an era while preserving the epicness of the story, which allows Gabrielle Zevin to deliver like an almighty cosmic payoff. So yeah, go read it. It's great.
Like, share, subscribe it. Bye.